What you're seeing is a small web app, a distraction-free typewriter simulator that has typing sounds, a typewriter font, and prints your page as a PDF. Very simple. It's made in HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and uses a PDF library. All of this is written with the help of OpenAI's chatbot, ChatGPT 4. If you'd like to check it out, there'll be a link in the description. What's great about ChatGPT is that it can help you learn different programming languages. It can provide you with a code for an app or a site, can help you do troubleshooting, provide answers for any questions you have, and can also provide links and resources for more information on how to continue learning. Today I had ChatGPT help me write a simple web app. This is a distraction-free typewriter experience with simply just a typewriter, a text field that mimics a typewriter, complete with typing sounds and a public domain typewriter font. The code for this app is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. If you're going to make something like this, I recommend having hosting already so you can deploy it right away, or using extensions in your coding environment to mimic a deployed site like a sandbox. I didn't even bother with Visual Studio Code though, rather uploading it directly to my server and editing from there. Since it only uses HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, you can host this kind of site for free on GitHub Pages. There may be some other free options as well. It might have limited functionality and possibly ads. As you can see, this project starts with asking ChatGPT some questions and telling it your goals and asking it for some strategy. A good thing about ChatGPT is it will remember conversations and ask questions when it's not clear, especially if you prompt it to ask questions if something needs to be clarified. You can tell it what you want and ask it for steps to get there. For this kind of project, you may need some basic knowledge of how websites work, some basic knowledge of HTML and CSS. The chatbot can help you troubleshoot, but it is possible to get lost, especially when the chatbot can't help you with something. So let's jump right into it. For this app, I needed a basic HTML website, so I told the bot to make me a site and use CSS to make it the style I wanted. I used a public domain image of a typewriter and added some functional buttons, sounds on and off, save, which eventually I changed to copy, PDF, which uses a JavaScript library to print the text field to a PDF, complete with the embedded font, and a button for sounds. I think the typing sounds are a basic part of the experience, but if you get tired of it or sick of the sounds, you can turn it off. You can also go full screen, which you can get out of by hitting the escape key or hitting the full screen button. Once I got the HTML up and running, a basic site, I made changes as necessary, fixed problems, and asked the bot to help me with things that went wrong. With a little tinkering, I had the text field up just how I wanted it. I uploaded my typewriter font called X Typewriter, which is a public domain typewriter font, and converted it to base 64. At first, it only printed in the PDF correctly, and it defaulted to monospace on the text field on the website, but with some troubleshooting it got it to work. Or should I say, ChatGPT and I got it to work. There are free sound effects for typewriter sounds, but I recorded my own with my Smith Corona manual typewriter and edited them in Audacity. There are 5 key sounds which play randomly to mimic random typing sounds. There's also a spacebar sound and a carriage return sound. There was a ding, but I figured every time you get to the end of the line and you heard a ding, it would be kind of annoying. Especially considering the text field automatically returns anyway. If the user hits the enter key, the carriage return sound effects plays. The sound button in the GUI disables or enables sounds and turns a maroon color if the sound is off to mimic the color of the ribbon on the typewriter. The JavaScript worked pretty well right out the gate. It was very easy to understand. I messed around with JavaScript before a bit, making a web scraper with it and stuff like that. But this is the first functional utility app that I've ever made using JavaScript. And major props to the folks who made JS-PDF, the library that I use for the PDF printing. It's true that ChatGPT wrote this program for me, or should I say this web app, but I think I could have used tutorials and Stack Overflow to get the app running. It just would have taken me a lot longer. Maybe something like 2 days, 2 weeks instead of 2 hours. Your mileage may vary, but this project was pretty quick and easy, and in the end, if for no one else, I have a distraction-free typewriter simulator, saves the text as PDF, and gives you that wonderful audible feedback of keys clacking that tells your subconscious that you are writing. No more writer's block. So I think it's a nice little app. So thanks to ChatGPT. On the screen you'll see some code snippets of the app if you want to see under the hood. The HTML comprises the basic building blocks of the site. CSS sets the styles, including for the buttons. JavaScript does the heavy lifting of listening for events such as keystrokes and playing the appropriate sound files. Also uses the JavaScript library to save the text fields as PDF, and basically listens for any button click, including for sounds and full screen. The ins and outs of the code itself are kind of outside of the scope of this video, which is mostly just to show you how to use ChatGPT to provide you the code. Personally, my learning style is essentially a kind of hacking learning style. I like to hack into things that are already made to see how they work, rather than build them from the ground up. But making this app has helped me to learn CSS, continue to learn CSS, which I'm starting to get a grasp of. The JavaScript I wouldn't be able to write from scratch just yet. It would take me a long time to learn how to write these from scratch. But give me time, and seeing how they're written helps me to learn it. And making a few more of these apps will help me to learn as well. All with the help of ChatGPT, of course. So if you have it, if you have an OpenAI account, ChatGPT 3.5 is free, and in my experience provides pretty decent code. I use ChatGPT 4, which has some special features such as being able to upload a large program file or HTML file or anything like that, and it will analyze it. Otherwise, you'd have to just paste the contents, which has a content limit. But that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more tech and coding content, and I'll see you next time.